regardless of what your culture is or race, creed, or color is. For me personally, starting a business was just like being in the game at 12 years old. I had to build a reputation at 12 years old. And I was forced into it because my mom was a single parent with 4 kids. I'm the oldest. I'm the son. I had to make sure at that time, my sisters or my mom, whatever I can help out with, I can help out with. So being in the streets gave me the drive. So from 12 to 17, I made a couple $1 million. I'm a multi-millionaire at 17 years old. So that drive and everything I put into the streets, I took that same energy, that same effort, and just put it into this business. I'm not looking to get rich. I even start this to get money. I started to get the people off the street so nobody goes down the same route I went down. Whether they 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way to 100 years old. So the same work ethic that I had in the streets to make them a couple $1 million by 17, from 12 to 17, I put the same effort into tailor-made officials. I don't sleep. I get like 2 hours of sleep a day. My wife think I'm crazy, but it's a drive. And at the same time, I tell people I lost 5 years of my life sitting in a prison cell. I could never get back. So I'm chasing that. People say, you can't chase, I never get back. But psychologically, that's what I can tell myself so I can keep moving. My brain operates different from everybody else, like your brain operates differently. So I don't believe what people could tell me what I need to be doing when they're not me. They're not in my shoes. They haven't walked in my shoes. I have to do what works for Will Smith. And that drive, that energy, what I took from the streets, I just put it into the company. And we in year 3. And
so with that said, what's the big deal about tailor-made this? I hear a lot of fuss in the streets about tailor-made this, tailor-made that, but why should people come ref for tailor-made? What do they get?
Number one, being that I don't come from a close-knit family. My mom and dad got divorced when I was about 2, 3 years old. So it was always like a torn relationship with my mom's side, my dad's side. But being in the streets, 12 years old to 17, I developed a relationship with the streets. That's my family. Even today, that's my family. The streets is still my family. So when you come to TailorMade, you're coming into a family. I don't disrespect people unless they disrespect me. I'm very blunt. You may not like what Will Smith says, but Will Smith will never lie to you. I'm going to always be honest. And I will give you the shirt off my back and any money I have in my pocket if you treat me right, and I'll give it back to you. But the number one thing is family. Being that I didn't have a close-knit family, TailorMade has became a family. And it's funny because Sam Mosley at Jamtown and Britt, which is Elliot Brew's uncle, we were talking the other day, and Sam said, man, you just created a family, bro. You created a family environment. And I'm willing to bet that it's not a lot of people in TailorMade that have a close-knit family, both parents in the household. I'm willing to put my life on the line. Probably 75 to 85% of the company come from single-family homes, or they had a tough time. No support system. No one telling them you can be whatever you want to be. No one uplifting them. No one really encouraging them and pushing them to their limits. I got pushed to my limits being in the streets at 12 years old. You know, somebody pushed me to because they saw potential in me. So the number one thing is what you get from TailorMade: family environment. You be held accountable for your actions, and you make money at the same time. And you get to travel outside of Oakland. Some people ain't been outside of Oakland. Some people never been to San Francisco before. That's right over the bridge. With TailorMade, you get to travel, have fun, meet people. We eat together. That's a family. We laugh and joke with each other. That's family. We talk shit to each other. That's family. Now the women are coming at an all-time high rate. Women are chiming right in with us guys, because women have stories too. I'm sure they got backgrounds, you know what I'm saying, that they can relate to as far as me as being the CEO, the leader. I can relate. I've been in the streets. I've been to prison. I even though I didn't have a family, I know what it takes to have a family because I never had it. So it's like the same thing with why did I start TailorMade and why is TailorMade making noise in the streets? It was a void that needed to be filled in the officiating world. The AAU circuit. No control in the AAU circuit. coaches fighting coaches, coaches fighting referees, referees fighting coaches, players fighting players, tournament directors fighting tournament directors. Hell, tournament directors not even paying referees. TaylorMade has came and changed the game. With our family environment, and they see how everybody in TaylorMade operates, we all close-knit. We all got each other's back. It's carrying over into these tournaments. And it's called love. Now the tournament directors is showing us love. Some of them give us lunch. Some of us pay the referees extra. You know, and it's a good feeling when people appreciate your services. And I don't make TaylorMade. The officials at TaylorMade make TaylorMade. I'm just a tool in the vessel to get these people off the streets.
So one thing I know is about working with TaylorMade officials is that you've established a culture that people who maybe aren't officiating, once they start, they can latch on to that culture where they're held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
You give them standards. You tell them, I expect this from you.
Mm-hmm.
You ask people, I need you to invest this time or this money to make yourself a better person.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, what are some of the goals that you have with TaylorMade in the future that you can share with the people?
It's funny because we talked about this last year at the party. We had goals. We had 5-year goals, realistic 5-year goals. One goal was to get a logo. Another goal was to travel outside of Oakland, California. Another goal was to get into the high school refereeing. Another goal was to educate people about officiating. And another goal was to make people better people, developing people. And we have accomplished all those goals. There's only one goal that I didn't mention that we haven't accomplished, and that's getting 100 acres and have our own mega facility. So that goal right now is what we're working on now. As far as raising money, that's our next step, and establishing a line of credit with the business and all that kind of stuff.
So what are the you say you wanted 100,000 acres so you can put this multi-billion-dollar facility up. What will this facility do?
So 100 acres. And what's going to be on 100 acres? It will be. I'm not going to say how big the sports facility. I'm not going to say how big the basketball sports facility will be. Yeah, we have shirts too, clothing line too. That wasn't even one of the goals. This has kind of evolved into something else because we out doing people. I'm gonna get back to your question. We out doing these tournaments and these leagues, and people are like, man, how can I get that gear? Like, man, you don't want no referee gear. You don't referee. I started hearing it. I'm the type of guy, if I hear it 3 times or more, I act on it. That's how I operate. If I hear something 3 times or more, I'll go act on it. So yeah, we even have a clothing store now online.
Where can I find this clothing store at?
You can go to our website, TailorMadeOfficialsInc.org. Click apparel, and it'll take you right to the store. Thanks to Court Smith for helping us out with that. But back to the question as far as what's on this 100 acres. It's a mega sports facility. Not going to say how many courts and none of that is in it, but it's basketball courts. Of course, we're basketball officials. Now, outside of that, I want it to have, and it will have, every sport that is out in the world that has ever been created will be on this 100 acres. Indoor and outdoor. It will be hotels where people can come and stay. So they ain't got to go nowhere. One-stop shop. It will be stores inside this facility to give youth and young adults, or even some adults that need jobs. Our whole thing is to give back to the community, regardless of race, creed, or color. People need a job, they can come work. We want to have opportunities for people to work in any kind of occupation that's out there. Sports, bellhopping, hosting, restaurants, whatever the case may be, occupation, you want to be able to give those opportunities to people. At the same time, it will be a house there. I don't know how many rooms yet for TailorMade officials, people to stay there. You know, so we can host our parties and all that kind of stuff, and just everybody keep it family and close knit. So, yeah, I can see that. I can see that building.
If a young person, say a high school student, wants to officiate, where can you get started at?
Contact TailorMade Officials, TailorMadeOfficialsInc.org, or you can contact Will Smith at the TailorMade Officials hotline, 510-459-8905. The voice message will tell you what we do on there, how to contact, leave a message. Or social media, Facebook TailorMade Officials, Instagram, TailorMade Officials Inc., Twitter, TailorMade Officials Associate, which is ASSOC, I believe. And on the back of our TailorMade Officials apparel that the officials actually wear, it has all the social media stuff where you can contact us and see us. Oh, we even had a YouTube page. Leave a message there too. You go to all different kind of ways, man.
Okay. So you heard that, people. That's how you get started in officiating. Contact this man. You see the ticker on the bottom. Find one of the social media accounts. Contact us. We'll get you on the court. We'll get you paid. We'll give you a career. We'll give you happiness in life. So with that said, Will, you want to sign off for us?
TMOBA, baby. Will Smith. Peace. You was filming that?